Do we need to have a conversation about Jonathan Quick? Yeah, and it's going to be miserable when we do. I'm Weston. I love talking about the Rangers. I'm here to talk about game 26 of the regular season, where the Rangers win 4-1 over the Los Angeles Kings and correct the ship after a couple of very subpar games that they've played over the past week. This was everything they needed. The offense looked great. The defense looked great. 5-on-5 looked fantastic. The power play for the Rangers looked fantastic. The penalty kill looked pretty solid. I know they gave up a goal on the penalty kill, but everything just, it felt great. This was a deeply, deeply needed win, and they got after it immediately. I was blown away. At the first shift of the game, it's the fourth line of Pitlick, Gaudreau, and Bonino, and they just held the puck in the zone offensively for like a solid minute 10, minute 15. The Rangers came out of this game, and it was very clear that before the game started, before that puck dropped, that Peter Laviolette had a very serious sit-down and got all of the team's mind right. Because everything that I said about last night, how they looked unengaged, how they just were not playing their game, fixed. Everything looked as good as it ever has. And you go up against a team like the Kings, who are near the top of the Western Conference, and you mop the floor with them. I know the shots were basically dead even. I know that expected goals is pretty damn close. The Rangers walked them tonight. It was a dominating win for the Rangers. They somehow, if I'm not mistaken, got outshot in the first period, 9-5. I don't have anything in front of me to tell me who possessed the puck. I know for a fact the Rangers dominated that period with just overall puck possession. They might have given up 9 shots. It did not feel like that. And if you only care about shots, that's fine. The Rangers did get outshot in the first. They answered back in the second with an 11-2 showing in which they popped the first 2 goals of the game. You have Mika Zibanejad on the power play. Beautiful slapper, beautiful feed from Trocheck. He gets on the board. The Rangers have the 1-0 lead. And then you had Jimmy VC, a nice little feed up the ice from Bonino, and VC just disgusting backhander. That was a filthy move. Beautiful job by Jimmy VC. His 6th of the year. Look out. For reference, Mika's was 7th. I'm not saying anything more than that. I just think that that is more of a testament to how good Jimmy VC has been. Again, weird sentence to say aloud that Jimmy VC has looked this good over the past 2 years and might genuinely be one of the most consistent 5-on-5 Rangers for the past 2 seasons. What world are we living in? But it's not all fun. You go to the third period and the Kings make it a 1-goal game, power play goal with a beautiful feed from Kempe over to Deneau to get it past Jonathan Quick. I have no complaints on that. That was the only mistake that Jonathan Quick made tonight. This was probably his best game as a Ranger. This was, if it isn't, it's a 1A 2B. It's a 1A 1B situation. If this is not the best game of his season, because by God, the glove saves, the leg pads, it was a unbelievable effort from Jonathan Quick, who clearly had some feelings towards the Kings, because he got into a couple of scrums, and he was in there with the rest of the Rangers. And, like, yeah, I don't think he's happy. He played out of his mind tonight, and that's a conversation that we're going to have in just a minute, because there's 2 other goals to talk about for the Rangers. You have Johnny Brodzinski on the power play. How? Side note. But beautiful slapper, falling down as it happens. Beautiful goal for Brodzinski to make it 3-1 Rangers. And then you had Will Cooley, who just, my God, he is having a fantastic rookie season, and it's a shame that this is such a stacked rookie class with the Bedards, with the Leo Carlsons, with the Fenentales. I'm hoping I'm saying that right, in Columbus, because, dude, Will Cooley is quietly having a really, really nice rookie season. I'm not saying that in other years he would be, a Calder candidate, but I'm saying he would be getting a lot more appreciation, because that's his 5th of the year. He is always in the right position in front of the net to get nasty rebounds. And this play particularly, I want to say it was the second rebound of his own shooting. So there was a shot. He then, off of that rebound, put a shot on. It was still free, and he just kept whacking away at it till he potted a goal. Will Cooley, man. I don't know that he's ever going to be like a top 6 guy. But a couple years from now, a Cooley, Othman, maybe Kako third line could be a hell of a lot of fun to watch. The Rangers looked good everywhere. The offense was pouring it on with a lot of really, really good scoring chances. The defense did a marvelous job of playing the way they have played to this point of the season. That's how they've been as good as they have been. And Jonathan Quick was magnificent in net. Again, his best game as a Ranger to this point. There was the ridiculous windmill and then the double pad save with like his left toe somehow getting over there. And listen, I am not by any means trying to say it's time to make a starting change. That is not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that, oh, Shesterkin's washed. Time to be done with him. I'm not saying anything of that sort. I'm not saying that Jonathan Quick is a long-term solution. I am saying that for this exact moment in time, where the Rangers in the locker room, vibes are clearly up. They are top-notch. They're winning a lot. They're near the top of the entire NHL. They're very much in control of the Metro. And I understand that, like, by points, Philly and Washington are behind them. And the 7-point lead on Philly might not sound like a lot, especially when, like, and the Rangers have a game on hand with that, by the way. I understand that the 7 points might not sound crazy. I'm happy for Philly. That's super cool that they're doing that. I still think that this is a Rangers, Devils, Hurricane mix. Maybe the Phillies are going to knock the Capitals or the Hurricanes out of that mix. I don't see a reality where the Rangers aren't still finishing 1 or 2 in the Metro. I think you are awarded right now an awesome opportunity to just go 1A, 1B for maybe a month, maybe 10, 15 games with Shesterkin and Quick. Shesterkin is not 100%. He still clearly was rushed back from that injury. He's still dealing with something, and he just isn't seeing it perfectly right now. And I think right now you could easily just Shesterkin, Quick, Shesterkin, Quick, Shesterkin, Quick for the next month or so, not ruffle anyone up, and kind of have him come out of it. Quick has been marvelous this season. Shesterkin's been up and down. I think going with a tandem instead of a starter, it's just a no-brainer to me right now. But we shall see what happens. I don't personally think that that will happen, because that's just not... I mean, come on. But I would like to see that happen. So the Rangers will have an off day tomorrow, but Tuesday night at 7 p.m. they will be in Madison Square Garden taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs, another Original Six matchup. That'll be a lot of fun to watch. Again, that's at 7 o'clock, and I'll be here afterwards to talk about it. But as for right now, that is all I have to say. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider to like and subscribe. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Rangers.